Hello everyone, Anne-Marie Brandt of TeamBrandt Marketing and another episode of What Exactly Do You Do? So I thought I would try something new and add in a personal friend of mine. This is
Rob Douglas.
And he is?
I'm the pastor of the Dillsburg Brethren In Christ church.
So when I asked you to come to my car for a 10-minute favor, what exactly went through your head?
I was hoping it was going to be like some kind of big gift you were going to give me or something like that.
Well, I had to be careful because it's not like he can send me to hell or anything,
right.
But we do have
I
to
have
be
connections there. Might be possible.
So, Pastor Rob, what exactly do you do?
If I had to put it in a nutshell with less than 5 minutes to think about it, I would say I try to help people connect with God and do that through different ways, through personal interactions with people. Sometimes it's going to be an issue of planning a worship service for a whole bunch of people, but all around it's really about trying to help people connect with God in some way.
All right. So I'm assuming you've done this since you were...
It's been a while. Yeah. So I started pastoring, I was an associate pastor in 92 is when I started, and then my first solo...
That was quite a while ago, by the way, just
while.
mentioning.
My first solo church was in 95.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a little stint of seminary teaching for about 13 years in there, and then back to the church now. So and we've been here for not quite a year. So
you've been in Dillsburg for a year,
mm-hmm.
and this is the first church that you've pastored in how long?
About 14 years.
About 14 years. So how's it feel?
It's good. When I'm talking to people, I've spoken to, I guess in some ways, my boss here not too long ago. He said, "So how's it going?" And my response was, "Well, we're having fun." And he looked at me kind of funny. I said, "No, we're really having fun." And he said, "That's good." He said, "I don't hear that too often." And it's work, I will say that. I kind of
especially when you have these people who come in and say, "Hey, can you help me out?"
Kidnap you and take you to their car, and you just never know what's going on. But it has really been good. I didn't remember how at seminary I had a really easy job. So this is like a real grown-up job again all of a sudden, where you actually put in hours and things. So,
but you said something which is pretty true with any job. It's important to have fun at your job, right? What's the saying? If you do what you love to do and it's not a job.
Right.
So is that...
That's been true. It's been good to connect with people here. It's been good to allow people to kind of know us in ways that we hadn't before. It just all around it has been a good time that we're having.
Are you ready for some rapid fire questions?
Not at all, but go ahead.
Okay, dog or cat?
Dog.
Why?
Cats don't need you enough. They're kind of like they are the owner and you are the pet, more or less. So I like loyalty, love of a dog.
All right. You like a dog slobbering all over you?
Not that much. Love from a distance, perhaps, or tamed or something like that. So.
Okay.
But I'm always glad when I get home. My dog is at the door, just waiting for me to get home. So.
What is your favorite smell?
Oh my goodness. Fresh baked bread, I would say.
Ooh, okay. What is your least favorite smell?
Clogged toilet. I don't know. That has to be up there anyhow. So.
And the people in the congregation of Dillsburg Brethren In Christ are really...
They're not supposed to ever see any of this, so...
Okay, so what is the hardest part of, or the most challenging part of being a pastor?
Probably the biggest thing is that you can't, my area is spirituality. I can't help someone make God important for them. I can't choose Jesus for someone else. It has to be them on their own terms. And so lots of times when someone, especially a new person, will come in contact with me, it's because their life is in some kind of ditch that they've ended up in. I know some things that could help them, but they just kind of want help. They don't necessarily want to kind of remake their life. And so seeing what would help them and not being able to choose that for them is kind of one of the rough parts of the job, I would say.
Okay. Now here's a question that I've asked everybody who's been on an episode with me. I have 3 words for you.
All right.
Okay. Room, desk, car. Which one do you clean first?
None. Ask my wife.
Room, desk, car.
Desk.
Okay, why?
Just to make sure that I can get at the things that I need. Just mentally, for me, desk is like work. I want to be efficient. I want to be working at things. Room is space. It's just living space. I'm all right if it's a little messier. Car is really just utility. I don't really care if the car is a mess at all. So I guess I would have to say desk, room, car, probably.
Okay. I'm glad cars last, because as you look around, you can see there's been kids in my car.
It's actually pretty good. I like the M&Ms here that's tempting me. But
So moving to a new town for taking over Dillsburg Brethren In Christ, how's that been for you?
it's been good. I mean, the
booming town of Dillsburg.
Yeah, the metropolis of Dillsburg. I went to Messiah College, so geographically kind of familiar with some of this area. I have fond memories of the grapevine that is now Paca's down there. So geographically, I kind of knew this place. My wife wasn't as familiar, but it's been good to get in this area where it's closer to our parents as well, which has been a big plus. So, and we love the mountains. Where we were in Ohio was as flat as could be. It's just really nice to see terrain, and the folks are great around here.
Okay, what is your least favorite food?
Really, really exotic stuff. Stuff that I can't pronounce. If it has like raw fish attached to it in any way, I would say that. So
okay, so if you had to choose between a 5-course meal of exotic foods or sit in a room with a clogged toilet for an hour, which one would you choose?
Okay, so since you said an hour, I would choose the exotic foods for sure. Yeah. If I could walk into the room and come back out, then it's a toss-up. But if I have to be in there an hour, yeah, the food wins.
So what is the most rewarding part of being a pastor?
Feeling like you're making a difference, that what you're doing is significant. Seeing people take a step from where they are to where they could be. Sometimes that's like watching grass grow. I mean, it happens really slowly, and you kind of can get discouraged. But if you can take a 10,000 foot view, sometimes seeing at a more macro level, there's change that happens, and getting to be a part of change in a positive direction for someone's pretty cool.
So when you tell people exactly what you do you say you're a pastor, or do you use any other kind of words in there?
No, I just say I'm a pastor. I pastor local church. Yep.
I knew someone a long time ago, and I believe his exact words were, "I'm a people harvester," which I thought made him sound really creepy.
It is kind of like a horror movie or something like that. I'm not sure.
But
you should see my basement. I don't.
But in a way, it was kind of cool, because it meant
get
he
at
was
it a little bit. Yeah.
But I don't know if that would be widely.
I'm not going there.
If it would be accepted if you said that from the pulpit,
you
know.
I don't know. I couldn't do it. So even if it works, I'm not doing it.
Any final words of what you do? Any word of encouragement for anyone? Thinking about becoming a people harvester?
Choose another job. Just choose another title. That's all. Especially if someone was thinking of becoming a pastor, if you're I'm an introvert. I've learned to kind of function out of that. So you got to get used to being around people and starting to like being around people and connecting with it. If you can't get there, you really should do something else. Do your work. I mean, read as much as you can, study, but also just get to know people. I've been amazed in pastoral ministry that churches will typically excuse a lot of silliness if they genuinely feel that you love them. So figure out ways that you can concretely help people understand that you do care for them, whether even maybe it's just making time for them in their car, whatever it is. But if you can help people figure out a way that they mean something to you, they're going to forgive the fact that maybe you missed their birthday or that you missed an appointment in your office or something like that, if they really do know that you're in their corner. So.
Something I need to add is I gave Rob maybe a 10-second heads up. I walked into his office and said, "Hey, are you busy right now?" And he said no without asking why I was asking. And then I asked, "Are you available for a 10-minute favor?" And he said, "Absolutely." And here we are. Let's see if he says yes again.
Well, this was relatively painless.
So white chocolate, milk chocolate, or dark chocolate?
Oh, it depends on the day.
Okay. Yeah. How about on a Sunday? Is that what
just how I'm feeling. Generally, I go for dark chocolate. But sometimes, I don't know what it is about white chocolate. It just tastes smoother.
It's not chocolate.
Okay, well...
Oh.
You asked me.
What's your favorite fruit?
Probably grapes. I eat bananas more than anything, but I like grapes if they're good grapes. I like them sweet and yet firm. So I'm pretty particular about my grapes, but probably grapes.
Well, thank you so much for spending 10 minutes in the car.
It's actually been 15, 20, but that's all right.
Anyways, so join us next time on the next episode of What Exactly Do You Do?